Hey Shakeology, my name is Maria Cappa, and I just wanted to take a minute and share with you why I believe that Shakeology is actually saving my life. I'm going to take you back a little bit to my 20s, where I had not a very good diet. I grew up never really liking vegetables, so of course my diet was comprised mainly of carbohydrates. I was like a carbitarian. I would live on pasta and breads, and consequently, I had a lot of digestive problems as a result of that. Without getting into too much detail, I was a once a weeker, and unless you've been in that kind of position, you never really understand just how horrible it feels to only be able to use the bathroom once a week. Really, really terrible. Um, but I dealt with it, and that once a week, it was such an event. It was like, I knew it was going to be this long, drawn out process, and there was struggling, and it was just such a big deal. So, like I said, I just lived with it, right? I never really, gave it too much thought um, until I started having some new issues that came along with it. Primarily bleeding. I'm in my 20s. I don't really want to deal with this. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to go to see a doctor. I don't want to, I just kind of pretended that it wasn't there um, until my uncle was diagnosed with terminal colon cancer. At that point, my mother, who kind of knew what I had been going through for a while now, begged me to please go and get myself checked out. So here I am, I'm 29 years old, right? I'm going to see a gastroenterologist who wants to send me for a colonoscopy, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm too young for all of this, right? Um, but I humored my mom, and I did what she wanted me to do. Everybody was getting really concerned about me, so I agreed to do it. So I wake up from the anesthesia, from the colonoscopy, and the doctor is standing over me, and he says, "You, Missy, gave us all quite a shock." Turns out they found inside of me a number of extremely large polyps. The doctor was so concerned about it that he wanted me to come back annually to have a colonoscopy. So I'm thinking, in my late 20s, if he wants to see me every year for another colonoscopy, this is probably something I should be a little concerned about. When I spoke to him further about it, he did explain to me that if something in my situation didn't change, I was definitely headed down the path for an eventual case of colon cancer, especially given that now it was in the family history. So um, it scared me a little bit. It scared me enough to take some kind of action, although it wasn't really proper action. I started living on stool softeners and laxatives to try to force myself through regular fiber supplements. I mean, I was just putting so much stuff in my body um, to try to alleviate this problem. So this went on for years. Fast forward to I guess about a year and a half ago, when my Beachbody coach, Teresa Hansen, introduced me to Shakeology. I had seen a lot about it on the message boards on Facebook, and I was definitely impressed by claims of losing weight and not feeling bloated, all of which were things that are like horrible. When you only go to the bathroom once a week, that feeling is just like, oh, you feel so bogged down, right? Um, so all of that was enticing to me, but the one thing that really, really got me hooked was I kept seeing this claim about regularity. And I'm thinking, wow, this might be my answer. This might be my cure-all. So I get a sample from my Beachbody coach, and literally within a number of hours, I'm in the bathroom. Moments later, I'm out of the bathroom, whereas this used to be like a 20-minute process. Um, and it wasn't a cramping emergency situation, rush to the bathroom kind of thing. This was like normal, the way it's supposed to be. And the instant that that happened, I said, this is it. So ever since that point, and I have been using my Shakeology religiously for about a year and a half now. I will not go without it ever. Um, and I have been problem free ever since that point. I've not had a single issue since then. So um, I definitely attribute the resolution of my problem to Shakeology, and thusly I do firmly believe that Shakeology has allowed me to escape what was probably um, a pretty definite fate and not a very good one. So I can't thank you enough, Shakeology. Isabel Deichler and Darren Olean, and all the work that you guys do. You created an amazing product, and it's doing wonderful things for a lot of people. So thank you very much. That's my story.